Alright, this video is why are countries rioting and what causes the riots, how do the people react, and who do they blame? Now, this is going to be kind of a little paragraph I wrote, so I'm going to ad-lib a little bit to it, but here we go. Americans go to work for US dollars. Americans then invest said dollars into Wall Street funds, ETFs, mutual funds, similar items of like that, or various derivative items of that nature. Wall Street then takes that money and invests it in whatever they think is the next bubble, which right now is commodity futures. So that's basically food. So the bubble starts to form and continues to grow, and the price of these commodities, the price of foods, wheat, and other commodities, cotton and sugar and all these items, in the price in terms of US dollars rises since Americans are the one investing in them for the most part. Now, people in these nations that are rioting, or the nations that import these said foods, starve because the price is just going up 60, 70, 80% in 6 months. Now, starving people don't understand why food is so expensive, so of course they blame the easiest target, which is their government leaders. And then they riot in the streets and protest to said government leaders. American people are nonetheless smarter and listen to their own government as to why places like Egypt and Tunisia are rioting. American government has the perfect scapegoat. Instead of saying, oh yeah, we created these riots by raising food prices, or printing money, which leads to all this money flowing into the markets, which leads to investment in speculative bubbles, which leads to commodities, which leads to rising food prices in nations that didn't inflate the actual currency that's paying for it, i.e. Egypt, Tunisia, a number of other countries that are going to follow after this. The money goes into the markets. These countries riot in protest, but they don't understand that we did it. They don't understand that the US dollar is, some of them probably do, but as a whole, they just blame their whoever their leader is, because they think that the leader is responsible for all of it. So these people riot, they starve, and I lost my place here, so let's see if I can find out where I was. Yeah, so American government, back to the scapegoat thing, American government has their perfect scapegoat. Instead of saying that they did it, they blame exactly what in the example, Egypt, they blame the Egypt leader. And so U.S. blames the Egypt leader for all their problems and all the riots that are going on and all the starvation and the price of wheat going up 80%. And then so if you are an American and you have a 401k, and I don't have a 401k, so for those people that do have 401ks out there, I'm sorry, because you're not allowed to withdraw it, which is unfortunate because on the left hand, you've got your future retirement, or America's future retirement. You want that to increase in value, or increase in price, I guess. You want that increase in price so that you can, live ahead of inflation and have a wonderful retirement. But in order for that to increase in price, you have to starve third world nations. I hope you're following this. If you're not, then listen to the video again. In order for you to have your 401k increase in price so that you can outpace inflation, the inflation is exported to these countries. They see the rises in prices, and the American people's 401ks look like nothing ever happened to them. They stay around the price where they were 10 years ago. It's amazing returns. So I just thought that was an amazing conundrum.